In the heart of the endless Arctic summer, where the midnight sun hangs high like a golden lantern, Blizzy the penguin was bouncing with energy. His sleek feathers glistened as he waddled up to his best friend, Torta the turtle. Torta, with her ancient, mossy shell, was lounging on a sun-warmed rock, her wise old eyes half-closed in a doze. Torta, Torta, wake up, sleepy shell. The sun's been up for weeks. I challenge you to the greatest race ever, the Midnight Sun Marathon. We'll dash from our igloo village all the way to the Whispering Fjords. First fiche flambée hors kelpkek. Blizzy's cheerful squawk drew a crowd of curious puffins and seals. Torta cracked one eye open, a slow smile on her leathery face. A race, eh? Against this old driftwood? Blizzy, my dear flipper friend, I've crossed oceans slower than a melting snowflake, but for you, I'll give it a go. Justrum, speed is everything that Pat counts. And so, the duo lined up. The starting horn, hollow walrus tusk blown by a burly old seal named Gruff blared a deep note, and they were off. Blizzy shot forward like a feathered arrow, his belly sliding effortlessly over the crisp snow. We eat my snow dust. Torta, the fjords await? He hollered, kicking up flurries of white powder. Behind him, Torta plodded, with deliberate grace, her flippers churning the ground in a steady rhythm. She wasn't built for sprints. Her shell was a fortress of endurance. Steady on, young squawk, she murmured to herself. The tundra stretched out, before them, a vast blanket of white and blue. Blizzy zipped past a family of lemmings playing tag, while Torta nodded sagely to a lone ptarmigan. Miles melted away under Blizzy's frantic paddling. The flat expanse gave way to rolling hills. He crested one dune, sliding down the other side with a whoosh. Halfway there, Torta's probably still dreaming of seaweed salads. But as he crested the next rise, his triumphant cackle caught in his throat. There, in a shallow basin below, a herd of reindeer was floundering in a treacherous mud pit. The midnight sun had thawed a hidden spring, turning what looked like solid ground into a sucking mire. Calves bleated in panic, and the lead stag thrashed futilely. Oh no, hang on, folks, Blizzy's here to help. He squawked, skidding to a halt. He paced the rim, his mind racing. He was quick, but what good was speed against this sticky trap? Think, Blizzy, think. Where's a vine when you need one? Or a rope? Or... Torta, as if summoned by his plea, a distant rumble grew into view. Torta, huffing but unyielding. Blizzy, what's all this clamor? I thought we were racing, not hosting a mud bath party. She peered over the edge. Poor dears, no time for races now. We've got rescuing to do. Blizzy's feathers fluffed in relief. You're a genius. Torta, your shellets like a shield. And I've got the speed to fetch help. Together, we can make a chain. Torta nodded, flipping onto her back. Hey, lad. You dash for those tough willow branches down by the creek. I'll anchor here. No bugs claiming this old hull. Blizzy didn't hesitate. He belly slid down a slope, weaving through a thicket of dwarf willows. He snapped off armfuls of branches and lashed them together with strips of lichen. Hurry, hurry, he muttered. He heard Torta's soothing voice rumbling as across the now Majesticon. Come. Laden with his makeshift rope, Blizzy rocketed back. Torta wedged one end under her shell, bracing herself against an ice outcrop. Blizzy looped the other end around the lead stag's antlers. Pull steady, Torta. On 3, 1, 2, heave. The turtle's muscles bulged as she hauled backward, inch by grueling inch. Blizzy added his weight, his feet scrabbling for purchase. The stega courted in mooching gratitude. Emboldened, the herd followed, mothers guiding their calves. Blizzy darted from one to the next, offering encouraging squawks until the last wobbly fawn was hoisted free. The reindeer gathered, and the lead stag dipped his antlers in a bow. You two wanderers, you saved us. The tundra remembers such deeds. Join us at the finish line. We owe you a feast fit for legends. Torta, righting herself, patted Blizzy's shoulder. See, races aren't just about who arrives first. Sometimes, the real win is who stops to lend a flipper. Blizzy beamed. You're right, as always. But hey last, one to the fjords is a rotten egg. Revived, the unlikely trio pressed on together. Blizzy rode atop the lead stag, whooping as the wind whipped through his feathers, while Torta hitched a ride on a cow reindeer's back. They shared stories as they went tailies of migration, sliding down avalanches and swimming with whales. Laughter echoed across the plains. At last, they crested the final ridge. Below sprawled the Whispering Fjords, sheer cliffs of blue ice plunging into waters that mirrored the sky. The herd thundered down to the water's edge, where a natural amphitheater of rocks awaited. Word had spread, puffins fluttered in, seals clapped their flippers, and even Gruff, the walrus, hauled himself ashore. A feast unfolded under the golden haze, platters of grilled salmon, mounds of sweet cloudberries, and cakes of flavored snow. Blizzy and Torta sat side by side, crowns of woven grass on their heads, as the lead stag raised his antlers in a toast. To Blizzy, the swift, and Torta, the steadfast, not victors in speed alone, but champions of the heart. The crowd erupted in cheers. As the stars began to appear, Blizzy leaned against Torta's warm shell, his belly full and his spirit fuller. Best marathon ever, he sighed. Torta chuckled, deep and rumbling. Aye, lad. And the best part? We finished together. And so, under the midnight sun's watchful eye, the Arctic wove another tailor reminder that in the grand race of life, the true finish line is drawn not by haste, but by the bonds we forge along the way. If this frosty adventure warmed your heart, hit that subscribe button for more Blizzy and Torta escapades. And drop a comment below. What's your favorite Arctic animal team up? Until then, keep waddling, keep Ultimate Thaw.